What's up, guys? I'm Isaac with Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson here in Raleigh, North Carolina with your pre-owned bike of the week, a 2004 Fat Boy. Now, this is probably one of the most iconic bikes that Harley-Davidson's known for. The Fat Boy got a lot of its popularity in the Terminator movie, where you saw old Arnold there riding this bike, and this bike had a lot of popularity before that and especially after that. And it's just been one of the most popular bikes out there, and it's just kind of one of everybody's favorite Softails. It's most distinguishable by its wider front tire and rear tire, and especially those solid rims and the winged symbol on the tank. Now, this one here in particular has been decked out a little bit more. You've got tons of Harley-Davidson flame trim all over on this bike, on the grips, the floorboards, the shifter, the pedal, and just most everywhere on this bike, making it a really clean looking bike. And then you've got those Vance & Hines big radius pipes giving it a really good sound. That, and this bike is an 04 Softail, so it is carbureted, giving you a little bit even better sound. And if your carburetor is your choice of performance, then you'll be very happy with this one. It's got a very comfortable, almost king and queen style seat to it, with a very large step up, lots of padding for both the rider and the passenger, and you've got lots of back support for both of those riders. This bike is a gorgeous blend of that lava red and that chrome all over it, making it a really sharp looking bike, and I'm pretty excited to see how it performs out on the road today. So with that being said, we'll ride it for your pre-owned bike of the week. All right, what's up, guys? So today we have the 04 Softail Fat Boy. Beautiful bike. I love the styling, all that chrome and the lava red. Ugh, it's gorgeous, especially that nice little gold pinstripe medallion. Gorgeous motorcycle. This bike also has all that chrome work that I was talking about earlier. Got this Vance & Hines 2-2, big radius, big fan. We'll put the tag on here in a second. And then we've got all your chrome, gorgeous motorcycle carburetor. So if you're a big fan of that, pros and cons to each, but I'll kind of walk you through that here in just a second. You got this massive step up seat, almost like that kind of king and queen chopper look. That's what it makes me think of, at least. You've got a single brake in the front, and you got those big solid rims of the Fat Boy. So super excited to go check this bike out and see how it does. Yeah, so let's go ahead and ride this thing. Alrighty, turn on up. So truly keyless entry, so I do have the key in my back pocket, and it does have a little security system, so you can work with that if you want, but it's just a locking the ignition switch right here. So, but we'll go ahead and crank that on, and proper in neutral, hit run, and so then you can kind of play with your choke here, make sure it's up all the way, and of course our gas is on. We'll make sure that's on, otherwise it's going to be a real short trip. So give it a little splurt, and give it a start up. Alrighty, and so, sometimes with the carbureted bikes, if you don't have the choke out quite as far as you need to, sometimes you give a little squirt when you're starting it and get that little extra fuel it needs to get going. So let's see here, it is a little bit cool, so we're going to kind of keep our hand on the throttle a little bit right now and get it all warmed up. But this Vance & Hines big radius, they sound good. So we'll go ahead and give this one a quick little run around town for you. So, and we're off to the races. And bring it down nice and slow. This motorcycle is made for comfort right here. So these bars are nice and low. It's got a really comfortable position to it. Ooh, whips around nice and easy. Pretty cozy position on this bike, I will say. I'm very happy with it. Let's see. Ooh, no squirrel. Thank goodness no squirrel ran out today. Those are always fun. Those things dart right across the highway here and there. So let's see here. Alright. So, the 04 Fat Boy. Oh, wow. So, let's go ahead. Oh my gosh, this thing's so comfortable. Oh my gosh, it's like you're just... This might be one of the most comfortable bikes I've ever ridden. Not gonna lie to you. So it's a Softail, so it's cozy. I feel like I'm just sitting on a throne, just like rolling through the street here. Let's see, so it's nice and smooth, not too bad on the bumps. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and give it a little bit of a slow down on that. Don't want to take the railroad jump too high here. So let's see, did fantastic there. I'll talk about comfort here in a second. Holy cow though. I mean, you've got the floorboards, you've got a nice back wall from the seat, and then also you lean back a little bit and you've got that backrest just to hug you. Woo. Alrighty, so let's see how she does up to 70. So it is over 4, so it is only a 5-speed, but you can party with it. Oh yeah, it sounds good out here. Alrighty, so here we are. So let's talk about comfort. So these bars are nice and low, kind of like, not beach bars, but they're nice. They're a little bit lower. And then if you want comfort, so not only are you super cozy sitting back on this thing, but also you've got the floorboards, and if you really want to stretch out, it doesn't have highway pegs, but it has kind of like forward controls mounted up front as well. So not controls, but the pegs for the forwards up front a little bit. So you can go ahead and prop your feet up out here. And since we are on a Fat Boy, I really want to get beside that semi, just so that way you guys can really know what that cross current's like, because that's not really a thing. I mean, yeah, you might feel a little bit of extra breeze, you know, on the left and right, but it's a motorcycle. I mean, just ride it. You'll be alright. So if that's what's stopping you from riding a Fat Boy, then just ride the Fat Boy. But the older Fat Boys, the new ones are really nice, but the old ones, you know, there's just a little something about them. We did a video on the 22 Fat Boy 114 a while back, and that video's gotten a lot of popularity on our YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check it out. But a lot of the comments are people talking about their Fat Boys, and they're like, yeah, you know, I love the Fat Boy, but I love my old Fat Boy a lot better. And you know, to each their own. I get it. You know, sometimes you just fall in love with the right bike, and you don't want anything else. But she is warmed up, so I'll let you hear that nice low idle, that potato, because this old girl here might be, this old redhead here might be Irish, because she loves her potatoes. So let's see. We may have to hope this light changes here in just a second. But yeah, so controls, you know, we are just before noon, so we do have a little bit of reflection coming off that chrome. That's the one thing that's a little bit tricky about the old Softails, that they've got a lot of chrome here, so it looks really good, but unfortunately you can't always see it if the sun's directly above. So as far as like data readouts, I guess, you've got the miles, you've got your speedometer here, and then you've got your turn signals, your oil, your high beams, your neutral indicator on this little light bar right there. But right here you can actually kind of go through some of your controls, your things you're looking at. So you can see miles and bikes. This bike has just over 22,000 miles, which for an 04 is pretty much just what you want. It means it's been ridden enough to keep it nice and fresh for you. So it makes it perfect. Not too many miles that, you know, you might, not too many miles, but also not too little miles. So looks like that's about to change for us. We'll show you guys that at the next light. Let's see. Oh yeah. The Milwaukee 8s are so nice, but there's just something about a twin cam. Oh my gosh. Oh. This is the most comfortable bike I've ever ridden. By far. I can just lean back. Don't you do it, sir. Prop my feet out. This is so nice. Wow. Holy cow. so comfortable. Holy cow. But the twin cams, they just smooth right on out. So, I mean, they're just really fun bikes to ride. And especially Vance and Hines, they sound really good. Obviously, there are going to be better pipes, but there's just something about that beautiful blend of a twin cam with a carburetor and Vance and Hines 2-to-2 pipes. It just sounds like a motorcycle, It's pretty hard to beat. So let's see, what else we got? We have a bright light right there, which actually looks pretty cool, especially with that little visor on it. And then you've got your little light bar on the sides, and you've got the little switches right down here. Looks like they did an aftermarket switch. I guess maybe something easier to flip, or they were flipping it all the time. They wore the switch out. So floorboards do scrape a little bit. Oh yeah, she's got a little bit of pull to her. She doesn't have quite as much pull as the V-Rod we rode last week, but she's still doing plenty all right. This is more comfortable than the V-Rod, I'll say. This is more comfortable than my bike. I mean, gosh knows. Holy cow. This is a cruiser all the way. Summertime riding bike, whew. If you guys don't come get this bike, I might myself. Lord, this thing's nice. Alrighty, so let's see what we got. Also, this red. I'm a sucker for this red right here. Maybe it just takes me back. Also, we are in Raleigh, so hit you with a go pack. And maybe that's why I liked red even more so. Let's see. All right, how does she do on the turns? She turns? Oh yeah, she just dips right on in and comes right on back out. Ooh, saw a little bit of dust kick up. Make sure this car here sees us. Gentlemen, always fun to see some cool bikers on the road. He'd be a lot cooler if he had a Fat Boy. Also with the Fat Boy, there's a lot of fun things to say. Like, oh yeah, taking the Fat Boy out today. Like, oh, that's, ever seen a Fat Boy run this fast or something? I don't know. Get the bike, and then you can become the comedian on the side. Let's see. Oh yeah, ride's good. Good. Loving this thing. Plus, this old bike just has such class to it, and chrome. I feel like older bikes should have chrome. If you're not going for like a rat rod, old, just if you're not leaning into the patina and all that kind of stuff, and if the bike's nice enough, such as this one, go ahead and make sure it's got all the chrome on it, because that chrome and red looks real good. And then this bike is just so clean. Oh, all the flames all over it, which the color is lava red on this, so it just makes it perfect. Let's see. So one cool thing you've got up here, you have your fuel cap on the right, and you have your fuel gauge on the left, so you can know how much fuel you've got. Excellent driving, sir. Let's see, there's our food line down there. Little gas station. I guess I should make sure we do have gas in this bike. I got so excited by this thing. Here I am talking about, make sure the gas is cut on. Well, also, you should make sure there's gas to cut on on your bike. That is a important part right there. All right, so we're at a stoplight. So you got your miles on the bike, and then you click the little thing here, trip A, trip B. And then that's it. Back to the miles. So pretty simple, This bike doesn't have a lot of This bike doesn't have a ton of frills or thrills. I mean, it's got a lot of thrills, but not many frills. I'm trying to take it slow for you. hit by this truck, of course. Boop. Oh yeah. Yeah, she'll get it. Alrighty. Not too bad, not too bad. I just can't get over how comfortable and fun this bike is. Dip on into the turn here. Excellent. I like bars like this. They're simple. You know, an older bike like this just kind of makes it. Oh, ooh, tracks really well. Not too bad, not too bad. Lost cat. They named their cat Turtle. So sorry, bud. Let's see if we know this person up here. I'm trying to keep an eye on all the Raleigh riders around here. Oh, that bike is sick. Not the sticker bomb. See, a bike like that, you know, you can just sticker bomb it, lean it against a tree, you know, don't even need a kickstand, just lay it in the dirt. I don't even care about it. That's respectable. Yeah, obviously you do want to take care of your bike for longevity, resale, being able to enjoy it more, make sure it's reliable, but also it's nice to just not care about a vehicle. You know, ride the piss out of it and just send it. Sometimes that's nice. So let's see. Oh yeah, so nice little low speed, lower speed. You know, she just puts right on along. Soaks it up. Oh yeah. This is fun. Hitting it. Do. Oh yeah, speaking of go pack. Here we are. I see a nice little view of the downtown Raleigh skyline out here. I tried to get a cool skyline photo from here, but I just couldn't. In fact, parked my old Softail right up there and tried to catch it in between the trees, but couldn't quite get it. So. Oh yeah. Okay. A little pothole evasion. Or manhole cover. Oh yeah, good suspension. That is one thing I will say about the older Softail suspension, is that it is nice that it does have the two shocks. They're side by side and underneath the frame of the bike. But the only downside to that is, or at least that I can tell, is that they do stick out below the frame just a little bit. So ideally, you know, the frame would kind of be the lowest point of the bike, so we can kind of take some of the abuse a little bit better. But if you do kind of scrape something up underneath, you might scrape the shocks a little bit. I mean, they're there and they can take it, but it's just some small things like that, you know. What? After doing this for so long, this is the first time we've been able to do this and catch this light and hardly have to slow down. So cruise control, does the bike have it? Yes and no. It is throttled by cable, so you just have a little throttle lock there. No digital cruise control for this old carbureted girl. So, because it's old school, you know. It's like, hey, you don't need it. Not on this old girl. This old girl is made to rip. made to just cruise. You know, this is such a good little ride around bike. You can take this bike most anywhere you want. It's a wonderful size, daily commute, bike night, you can do it. But then this bike is so comfortable that you could tour with it pretty well. It doesn't have any storage options, is the only thing. Especially because it's set up to tour with the passengers. I mean, you've got that back seat right there. But you just have to figure out something for some luggage room. But old bikes like this, you can get you can relatively easily find some storage options. Some like little saddlebag supports. Go on it. Do those pretty easy. So, ooh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna sound good. Nice little, ready for it? Oh, a little rumble rumble. You hear that? A little, crackle. Just like the right amount, though. Not the Prius. Oh, yeah. Nope. Just the right amount, you know, no pop. Oh, yeah. Excellent. No hill climb test today, unfortunately, because the old Mazda here. So the Prius reminded me of a pretty funny conversation I had recently. So there for a while, oh no, excuse me, sir. There for a while, the Priuses were pretty hot around Raleigh, and they still are, because, you know, fuel economy and hybrid cars, all that jazz. But there was a string of cat converter thefts. People were getting their cat converters stolen around Raleigh, particularly around the NC State community. And so somebody was talking about it, and they were saying, you know, yeah, I didn't realize that was a thing. I was just wondering why people were straight piping their Priuses. And it was like, well, no, they got them all stolen. But the funnier part about that was just imagining, you know, because from best I understand, you know, the Priuses, they do, you know, like under 15 miles an hour. Oh no, that Prius is messing everybody up. Oh my God. Not the Yui. Oh God. Not the hazards. See, sometimes it's better to just kind of speed up and get away from situations and other drivers. But anyway, so we were talking about it, and we were like, as best I understand, the Priuses, you know, under 15 miles an hour, they stay in like the electric mode, so they can sneak up on people and everything like that. But so we were talking about that, and we were like, yeah, so imagine your little Prius, you're, you know, leaving your parking lot, and, you know, silent, you know, normal morning, and then you get out on the highway, and you stomp on the throttle, get ahead of a car, and your Prius just goes, wah! It just gasses. That's got to be a very unsettling feeling. Because, you know, especially if you're in a car powered by an ungodly amount of batteries, you're already just thinking this car is going to explode if that happens. So don't steal cat converters, folks. If you have a Prius and had your cat converter stolen, drop a like, and also let me know if that's how that happens. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. This motorcycle, fantastic bike. Also, shout out to the city of Raleigh for putting that little stoplight up there on the corner, so that way people don't come screaming around this turn and wham into the rear end of a Nissan Versa or an 04 Harley Softail Fat Boy. So one thing I'm noticing is the top of the motor is right there, so I'm getting a little so if you got some big thighs and you're kind of got your legs real close to the bike when you set them down, you might feel the top of that motor there just tap into the inside of your thigh, and it's not a buckle making an impressions. That one's for you, Tyler Childers. Childers? I can never say it right. But anyway, wonderful song, Little Feathered Indians. Check it out. Anyway, so top of the motor, a little bit of heat on the inside of your thigh. You might notice that a little bit, but then it's just like, oh, I need to move my leg, and then you move your leg. Easy as that. So, but I mean, so far as like heat from the motor, it's really not bad. You know, standing there, feeling that, it's not bad at all. It's only an 88 twin cam as well, so I mean, it's not got that big of an explosion inside it. Let's see. It's always nice to kind of give it a little juice, especially when you're right beside something like a bunch of trees, and you feel that, hear that echo, off the road, but also off the surrounding brush. It's nice. It's the little things in life like that, and straight piped Priuses. Okay, so we're running up on the end of our trip. What was anything else I was going to talk about? I've just kind of been distracted by how comfortable this bike is. So let's see here. Kind of giving the chin nod there. So we already talked about the solid rims. They look really good, but you're not really going to feel that crosswind stuff a little bit. I mean, you're not flying a plane, you're riding a motorcycle, so it's not that bad. You don't have any issues with it. Yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to this old girl. You just got to get down here and come check it out before it's gone. It might be gone pretty soon. And perfect. So thank you guys for sticking around. Oh, it does have the heel shifter too. Oh, if I can. Nope, I'm never good with heel shifters. Okay, there we go. So beautiful idle, sounds amazing. Oh, gorgeous motorcycle. Yeah, so come check this bike out. Thanks for sticking around on our ride today. You know, be sure to like and subscribe, all that jazz here. But thank you for watching, and we hope to see you out here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson sometime soon.